Okay, guys, so whether this is your first video you're tuning into or you've watched some of my other videos, just a little bit of a backstory. So, for those who've watched my other videos, I kind of reached a snag. I was unable to continue playing Resident Evil 4. What happened is my co host Tyler had internet issues, and so until we can get it back up, internet issues are fixed, schedule conflicts are now the current issue. I might continue it solo. I might just try and find someone of my other friends to help me out. But either way, um, in the meantime, I am going to talk to you guys about an amazing game. Um, just got re-released for the PS4. Dragon's Dogma: Dark Arisen. The original game came out on the PS3 in 2012. It was just Dragon's Dogma. Amazing game. Capcom did a great job with this game. I'm gonna show you a little bit about it. I'm probably actually gonna release some videos giving you some pointers and stuff because there's a lot. I can't really do a playthrough of this game. It's too huge. I'd be wasting all of your time. If you really want me to, let me know. But it would be enormous, tons of episodes. Outrageous, honestly. But I will give you some tips here in future videos on some of the things the game doesn't do a very good job of explaining to you, but there's so much in depth to this game, and it's just an amazing game. A little bit of history though, like I said, it was released in 2012 originally for PS3. That was Dragon's Dogma. Then later on, I think about a year later or so, they re-released the game, but with this huge DLC added on, Dark Arisen. It introduced a whole new area, tons of new enemies, and upped the difficulty astronomically if you went to Bitter Black Isle. Regular game after level 50 or so becomes easy. Bitter Black Isle, it will chew you up and spit you out until you're level 200 if you're not smart, which is max level. But then they announced, and I was ecstatic when they announced a couple months ago, the re-release of Dark Arisen for PS4. Now, you guys are seeing this. I don't know how good your quality is on YouTube. I think it uploads pretty good. It's been a while since I've done a video, but just going from 30 frames to 60 frames, upping the contrast, this game looks amazing comparatively. I'm going to actually load it up and I'm going to show you a little bit more about that because this game is huge. It's also an amazingly in-depth game. That's why I kind of want to get this video out. I'm going to do some actual, pointers on things like pawns and stuff like that. But we're going to load it up. I've been playing this for the past couple days. It came out Tuesday. I didn't get it till Thursday, unfortunately. Something went wrong, but I ordered it from Amazon. You can get it. It's only $30. It's not bad. It's a re-release, that's why it's low. But for the amount of you're gonna get from this game, if you played Skyrim and you like those games, you're gonna get just as much out of this game as those because it's just as big, if not bigger. But $30 you can get on Amazon, get it GameStop. But so this is the actual game. Um, I actually loaded here for a specific reason. This is everything you see I can explore. I can actually get over that tower off in the distance. That's Blue Moon Tower. I go around, go through the freaking cliffs over there. I can go across on the other side of that mountain. Over there is the southern side of Grancis, which is the region I'm in. There's the Black Abbey. We go up there, and you can actually see the smoke rise now. It's actually from like over near the mountain area. You can kind of see the ruins way over there. That's Grand Storm, but this game is huge and it is beautiful. Now, it's a little bit of history about this game. So the way this game works, it's a standard RPG, but
Quite the view, eh?
you have your character. You make your own character. You make everything about this character. Name, look, appearance. You customize their gear, their class, and then you also have your main pawn. This character is the same thing, but they're an AI controlled. You create everything about them. And now, so these are your two mains, you control everything. You also can summon other people's main pawns. So like for example, my one friend, this is his main pawn. He created instead, my main pawn is a mage. I am a sorcerer. His main pawn is a fighter. He created this, he gears it. I basically every time he goes to rest, this pawn gets uploaded to a server, and then I can take it and I can bring it into my game as an ally. Like this is another pawn, someone that I picked up. It's been very useful for me. Great pawn, whoever it is. You so, but you can bring these pawns in to help you, and they're basically AI party members. Now you can actually create your own still. You actually have skills you pick, just like most games. You have skills tied to certain button combos. You have your basic core skills always active. You have augments that actually modify stats and such. I have a bunch of ones that are grayed out because I can't use them. They're for other classes. Right now, as I said, I'm running around as a sorcerer. My pawn is a mage. I'll probably get into the classes a little bit later, in one of the later videos. But there's all kinds. There's war fighter. There's your sword and shield. Warrior, that would be your two-hander. There's strider. They use daggers and bows, short bows specifically. Then there's also your ranger that uses longbows and daggers. There's your assassin that can actually use. Oh, I've actually been down here. Some loot. There's your assassin that can use.
This looks interesting.
Swords, shields, daggers, and bows are extremely varied in their weapon choice. Very interesting class to play if you want a physical build. Then there are classes such as the sorcerer, who is your high-level caster. Spells are super long to cast up, but my god, are they overkill. I'll actually show you some of them. They're pretty impressive. Then you have your mage. Your mage is
Let's have a look at that
your
rise in the land.
basic vocation class that they function as a healer as well. So the only class that's healing spells, really good to always have them with you. There's also 3 hybrid classes. One of them was the assassin, which I already mentioned. Then there's the magic archer. Basically, it's like a strider, but magic bow. Then there's also the mystic knight, which is the same as a fighter, but now you have magic. Combat in this game is actually pretty awesome. All the enemies have different tactics. Your pawns actually learn. For example, these are harpies. I hate them.
I'll draw its attention.
They're annoying as hell.
Strike! Let the harpy sing!
Now, for example,
attack!
see, your pawn's actually no tactics. So, for example, you just saw Deathstroke hold down that pawn. He did that because it keeps it from flying. Fighters will do that. I'm going to show you guys a pretty interesting spell. I like to use this for harpies. You're going to see exactly what I mean by it takes forever to cast spells. And no point doing it. It's already dead. Let's find a... Run over here. I know there's more. Oh, great. We've got wolves now.
Than a wolf.
This is going to be interesting. These enemies are going to be a
Watch
pain.
for their lunges.
They move really quickly. So probably see this spell. Let's see if I can get up somewhere where I can keep out of their reach a little bit. The trick is, with the sorcerer, they really slow spell casting, but
He's more bloodthirsty
spells
than
are
a
super
wolf.
powerful.
You've my
I'll show you
support.
some of their spells are
Watch
cool
for
as
their
hell.
lunges.
I'll get actually one of them off, and this one's pretty epic. Not my favorite, but probably a close second. Watch this. And the harpies are no longer an issue.
It's within striking range.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, this game
I'll draw its attention.
is pretty impressive.
Snow harpy.
Probably should turn those animations off while I'm doing these videos. Normally I don't care while playing, but like, so you see their tactics.
It'll
It's
take
actually
more than
pretty
that.
in-depth. Now I'm going to show something else. This is what separates this game. So every game has skills and fights and stuff like that. I'm going to show you what makes this game unique. This is probably one of the reasons why I think this is one of the most interesting games I've played in this kind of style.
The worm's coming has driven beasts to flood in from the
I know
mountains.
there's one around here. I really hope I haven't killed it recently. So I'm going to have to travel, and then it's a pain in the ass.
It is not uncommon for
See it.
missions.
There's
to
normally a
help each other.
chimera around here, which is what I'm
A
looking
different
for.
look than those of the south.
I can find it.
Snow harpy!
Yeah,
He's
I
more
know, you're a
bloodthirsty than a
harpy.
wolf.
Might have to travel to find what I'm looking for.
Tis more
Looks
clever
like
than
that
a common
is
wolf.
the case. I do apologize for that, but I know where there is one nearby. Where do I want to go? No. You know what? There should be a Cyclops right here. Cyclops works just as good. But I'm going to show you something cool about this game. So, regular enemies, you know, you saw him being able to hold him down and grapple him and pin him to the ground. Bigger enemies, you can't do that with. You can climb them. It's a super interesting mechanic that this
What
game's
purpose
done.
do you suppose those men's posts
I'm going to show you it right now. Now, forgive me a little bit. The sorcerer is not meant for climbing.
Canyon floor
It's
is an
meant for
asphalt
casting
to
spells
find
at
ourselves
a range. So
We'd
I
best
don't
be
have all
careful.
the cool stuff. Now, later on, I'll probably show some. I'll do a video about climbing mechanics and stuff like that.
Keep an
But
eye
here's an
on
example.
the
So these are
south.
hobgoblins and a cyclops. See if I can do what I want to do before my mage gets here. You can actually grab onto the enemies. You can climb them. See if I can get him to do it.
Ranged
Sweet.
attacks.
So,
Burn them!
I'm gonna explain what I just did here. So, this is an interesting mechanic. Every enemy's a little bit differently. Regular Cyclopses don't have a helm on. That Cyclops is armored, it has a helmet, it has armor on its legs and stuff like that. Of course, Cyclops' weakness is its eye. The helm protects the eye, so you
It
can't
cannot
reach
hold
it.
a weapon with an
But
injured
now
hand.
that I've removed it, you can actually get to the eye again.
I'll take down the most troublesome of them. Even in numbers, a weakling
Goblins
is a
heal
weakling
like
still.
fire.
Now that allows us to much more effectively damage this thing.
Take aim for that chieftain. Now,
This
to
here,
help.
though.
They're a threat when we're unified.
Now, they're also weak to electricity, which is kind of why I ran ahead, because my pawn likes to stun them.
Weak to fire.
And then I cannot grab its helmet.
Snatch off any tusks you break free.
But I'm gonna
I'll
but
see
so
that
you can
blood.
actually
The
climb
goblin
these
in the
enemies.
helm is that
There's
chief.
a melee class, you want to climb and get to its weak point. This is so much.
Ah, Banda!
But now the thing is, I hit it, I broke its
We must
tusk,
be
I hit its
cautious.
eye, now it's pissed at me. So every enemy reacts differently to certain things, but that's one
Mind
of the
the
great things
stones
about
it
this, is learning every enemy's different patterns. I'll show you guys my favorite spell though here in a second if I can get it off.
She's mad with rage!
No, they hold the advantage.
I can't say it too soon.
The one
Okay,
casting
now
stones.
cast.
End him to me.
Yeah, so the bigger enemies take a lot more
fierce and
time
raw.
to fight. I've had enemies where it takes me 10,
We'll
15
rout them in a
minutes to kill
single
one enemy.
charge.
There's a dragon right over there in the grove. Takes a long time to kill at
Refreshment
my
is in
level.
order.
Watch this.
I'll see to that blood. Snatch off any tusks you break free.
We'll talk about overkill. This spell is one of them.
It cannot hold a weapon with an injured hand.
Rain attacks upon its legs!
There we go. So Nicole is now hitting it with electricity. Now it's looking stunned. This is when your
Cannot
fighter
reach its
wants to
armor.
jump up on it.
We must do
Grab
what about
on.
its armor?
Climb up.
I'll grab its leg to draw its ire.
Now, enemies will try and shake you off, so it's best done at certain times or certain classes.
Strength in numbers.
Didn't get to showcase it there. Like I said, I'm up for you can build for that. You have an assassin from the PS3 that was built for that. But this, I just want to give you a quick showcase of this game.
I shall restore your health.
It is
Hold on.
an interesting game.
Crates may
Climbing
hold
in
out
it,
of use.
I'll give it a little bit more later. Just being able to climb enemies and deal with things in different ways. Not only that, my spells. So my spells are different than Nicole's. I have
This
6
looks
different
interesting.
spells right now. Some interesting ones. You saw Fulmination. I basically conjure an orb of electricity around me. Lysel, I do an ice spire through the ground. Size them, but they're all long spells. Mage, a lot quicker. Calmaston is actually one available to the mage. I keep it at hand for quick casting.
What's
But
this?
again, this game is huge. You can see this entire area is explorable. I'm now on the other side of that mountain range. On that other side of the mountain is where I was originally. Now I'm over here. I used fast travel to get here using the fairy stone and port crystals. But this game is beautifully done. I would definitely recommend it if you're into open world RPG styles with fantasy element. Skyrim and such is a big one that I could easily compare this to. Dragon Age even a little bit. Not as much choices, but there are some. Questing, there are a lot of quests to do. A lot of fetch quests, small ones, but I mean, you can just take a look at my completed quests. I've done a lot. And I haven't even gone, you know, through probably half the game, because if you include Bitter Black Isle is a huge DLC. But you can customize everything on this character, your arms, your gear, your equipment. It's a really good game. I would recommend it. I just figured I'd showcase it a little bit, give you guys a little bit of preface, because I am going to release some videos talking about pawn inclinations, different vocation benefits, and stuff like that. Some things that aren't really showcased. Stat growths. I'm going to showcase a lot of those in some of the later videos. I'll probably do the first video, probably be just some quick tips here. But thanks for watching, guys, sticking around, and I will see you guys next time.